Riyaa, which is spiritual showing off. It's doing an act of devotion, in other words, to God, hoping that people see it for whatever reasons. I mean, Riyaa is definitely more significant in a religious society. We have showing off, which is if somebody's a good horseman, and they see some people, they'll do a fancy jump, and that's not Riyaa. That's just showing off. Riyaa is when you do an act that should be done for God, but you're doing it for other people to say, what a generous person, what a brave person. That's Riyaa. And there's two types of Riyaa. There is the type which is only for the people, which is the worst type. In other words, you don't even care about God. So you give charity just so people say he's a generous man. The other is where you genuinely want to do something for God, but you find this desire. And that's something people have to struggle with. And Imam Malik radiallahu anhu was asked about a man on the way to a mosque who, when he set out from his house, he set out solely for the sake of God. But on the way, he's hoping somebody might see him. What he was saying is it's human nature, that element exists. There's a famous story of a man who used to go to the prayer. He was in the first line every single day for 40 years before the prayer. And one day he went and he missed the opening takbir, and he didn't want people to see him. And he realized that he'd had that Riyaa for 40 years. And in the story that's told, they said he made up his prayers for 40 years at home. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but the meaning's nice. I mean, it's just letting you know that there's a lot of subtle levels there that we're not even aware of. And that's part also of spiritual development. And that's why they say, Hasanat al-abrar, sayyat al-muqarrabin. The good actions of righteous people are wrong actions for people in divine presence. And that's why each maqam that you move to, you start saying astaghfirullah for the previous maqam, because you realize how many things you were doing wrong, things that you thought were right. When you get to a higher level of awareness, you realize, I was doing it for the wrong reason. So it's a journey. That's why it's called the path. The journey. It's a journey. And
محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم. محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب